Hey,
Hello,
it's me, Queen of Fandom Trash, and
I like Shadow Cosplay.
yes, and we are Shadow Trash Cosplay, and this is the first episode of our podcast. Woo! So yeah, we thought we would kind of make the first episode just introducing ourselves, I guess. So
Get to
Emma, how did you get into cosplay?
Well, I've always loved kind of like dressing up since I was younger.
Hmm.
Absolutely like totally daft,
Hmm.
stupid little dress up things.
Yeah.
Then discovered the world of cons.
Mm.
It was like, I've got you a ticket. Let's go. You've got a week to sort a cosplay out. Went, thanks. So I got my very first cosplay was Poison Ivy
Ooh.
cosplay. So I had a week to get that together. It literally was a skirt, a corset, some fake ivy, and a wig, and
Uh.
and that was me sorted. I made the mistake of wearing big chunky boots with massive heels to
Oh
walk
no.
around the con and home from the con.
Oh dear.
What about you?
Well, obviously, I first heard about like cosplay was that there was this YouTuber who did this series where basically they cosplayed as the bad guys from Kingdom Hearts 2. It was called Demix Time, if anybody knows of that. And I thought it was really cool, but back when I first saw it, I was a high school person and obviously didn't really have money to buy myself cosplays. And then I think it was 2013, I got a text from a friend of mine saying, hey, you know how there's those Comic Cons that happen in America and England and all that? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, well, there's one coming to Scotland. And I'm like, what? So this was obviously MCM, which was the first MCM. Now, technically, when I cosplayed there, I did an OC, technically. So I did you know how in Pokemon you have those people, the name's escaping me, but they put on a show and make their Pokemon do pretty moves. I was kind of doing that coordinator. That's what they're called, Pokemon coordinators. So it was like I had a pink wig and like this pink outfit that I wore back in school for a fundraiser that still fit me. So I was like, I'm gonna make this into something.
Oh,
I and yeah, the first MCM was great, although back then I didn't realize you could buy the tickets online, so we waited ages in line. And then a few months later, there was a smaller con happening, and then I did my first official proper cosplay, which was a female Ash Ketchum.
nice.
Hmm. Yeah. So I've been basically cosplaying for 10 years.
I think I've been doing it for about 9 now.
Yeah. So I'm guessing because you was MCM as well, weren't you?
As MCM
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, but you would have been the second year, which I went to as well, but we just probably missed each other.
Probably
But yeah, but
time, so
yeah, and again, just been into like I've been into anime since I was technically 5 years old.
me a little bit later. I had a
Yeah.
friend who was like, have you watched this? And I was like, no. He went, I think you'll like it. It's like, okay, I'll give it a watch. Watched and was hooked.
Yep.
And I've seen over 180 odd animes.
Yes. But hey, for anyone wondering, my first anime was Sailor Moon, back when it was airing on Toonami and stuff,
Mine's was Sword Art Online.
which I will not hold you back for.
But then I found Fairy Tail and it became my favourite.
Yeah. I'm still to watch Fairy Tail.
I have watched it in sub, dub, and multiple times. It's like my comfort anime.
That's fair. But yeah.
Get to cosplay from.
Yeah. Well, I mean, luckily for me, I have cosplayed Usagi in her school uniform, but I still at one point want to actually cosplay her magical girl outfit.
Sailor Grip when?
Exactly. Again, been into anime since I was 5, but didn't really realize it was anime until I was about 12. Because a lot of people, when I say Sailor Moon was my first anime, they go, oh, I don't know if that counts because obviously when you first watched it, you didn't know. But I'm like, no, technically still it is because back in the days of YouTube where copyright wasn't really a thing, I remember actually finding the series on YouTube. Sailor Moon and I started watching it. And then I was looking down at the comments, as you do, just to see what other people were saying. And someone was like, "This is my favorite anime." And I'm like, what
Wait,
the
what?
fuck is anime? So I looked it up and I was like, oh, I've been watching this stuff since I was a kid. Because obviously I watched Sailor Moon, watched Cardcaptor Sakura, Pokemon, Digimon, all of that.
Well, of Pokemon, I've watched that since I was younger. So
Yeah,
technically say,
yeah.
but yeah.
There's a big discussion where people are like, does Pokemon count as your first anime when, because it's like something we've all watched when we were kids.
Well, that's debatable.
Yes.
We're not going to get into that debate.
No, we're not getting into that debate today. Um, but yeah. So you're probably wondering, it's like, why do this collab series that we've been doing with like cosplays and stuff?
Well, we had spoke about it before. We thought it would be a fun idea to have cosplays who are from the same anime, same sort of category, and do it together.
Yeah. So then we were like, let's just do it. Why not?
So we were like, how do we find like a really good name? And we're like, well, we'll put both our names together. So that's how we came up with Shadow Trash from My Violet and Queen of Fandom Trash.
Yeah.
Shadow Trash.
Yes. And I think it's a good name, I would say.
Definitely.
Yeah, and obviously, if you've been following our Instagrams, you know that we've done quite a bit so far.
We've had Amy and Cream. And then, as you see, our latest one, Malim and Rimuru.
Yeah, which was obviously fun. We'll do another episode where we talk about those cons, but yeah.
Today's get to know us and whatnot.
Because, well, I mean, when I first got into cosplay, I actually didn't really have a cosplay name for quite a number of years. I just went by my YouTuber name I used to go by, which, if anybody remembers, it was a Wild Kitty appeared because I thought I was clever.
Mine, I wasn't sure of a name. I had about 4 to start off with. And I'd done a poll on my cosplay Instagram and let my followers decide. And it missed at Violet Shadow won, so I went with Violet Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, Violet Shadow is a really nice cosplay name, so yeah. And the reason why I went with Queen of Fandom Trash mainly because I always heard about like the term fandom trash, and again, as you know, I'm very into my fandoms. Because originally I had my cosplay name as Queen of Fandom Trash because I wanted to separate a Wild Kitty appeared with that. But then I sort of realized that even though I was called a Wild Kitty appeared, I hardly talked about Pokemon on my channel. So I was like, I just feel like that was kind of false advertising in a way. Like if you saw my name, you'd think that maybe I talk about Pokemon a lot. Which my first YouTube video was actually me talking about Pokemon X and Y. So I think that's exactly why I thought of the name. But then sort of just integrated and went, yeah, Queen of Fandom Trash sounds better, and it obviously encapsulates all of fandom, so I can basically talk about any fandom, and you're getting what you're getting.
Whereas Violet's just sort of my favorite color, really. And then can be very gothic, hence Shadow, so Violet Shadow. It works.
Yeah.
It's interesting in finding out how we found our names.
Yeah. I just like the name. Like I just heard the first words of fandom trash, and I was like, how do I put that into some kind of name? And then I thought, hey, Queen of Fandom Trash. Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. Although since we're introducing and talk about like our firsts, do you remember the first fictional character you simped for?
Oh, Kai from Beyblade.
Yeah, that's fair.
Still do, to be honest.
Fair. For me, it was Tuxedo Mask, because obviously Sailor Moon. And then you look at this people I simped for now and go, what happened?
Yeah. Villains.
Yeah. Exactly. Because yeah, my first anime crush was a guy who would save you whenever he could and protect you. And then now I'm gone to people who would probably kill me if they saw me.
I don't think mine's are as bad.
Yeah. Well, there's Darby.
Yeah, true. I just he's misunderstood.
Well, he's been through a lot.
We're not going to get into some characters. That's for another day.
Yeah, we'll have an episode where we just go on about our sim characters, and then you guys can question our sanity.
Judge us silently.
Aye. Or maybe be like, you know what, you have a point.
Yeah, that's valid too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even though we're into like anime video games, there's also other series that we're into, like Count Miraculous. That's a sort of
Which
French cartoon.
But you will see in the future.
Yes, that's going to be a lot of fun to do.
Oh, can't wait.
Aye.
Me,
It's going to be a riot.
Hey.
Yeah. And again, we've just got, because we like literally, when we look at our like cosplay lists of what we're cosplaying this year, we're like, yeah, we are basically cosplaying a lot of.
We're doing a lot of.
Yeah. So we've got quite a few cons that we will be doing soon. The next one's SunnyCon, so look forward to that one.
On?
Mm-hmm. And then obviously then it's Acme Winter. And then it'll be Raycon Winter.
Yes. Which you will see we've already done that collab for Raycon Winter.
Yes, but that just means that we can get more pictures. And have more people be with us because we're actually in a group for that one.
A bigger group than we were the first time.
Yes.
So yeah, SunnyCon's going to be great.
Yep. We've got a few. Well, I think it's one day that we've got a collab.
Saturday.
Which is Saturday, yeah. The other day is obviously we're doing our sort. I'm technically doing a group on the Friday with a few people, and then on Sunday I think one other person's cosplaying from that series, so that'll be fun.
Well, I've got my boy Rimuru for Friday again because I absolutely love cosplaying him. We've got our mini collab on Saturday. And then Sunday I have my secret cosplay. Another secret cosplay. I'm not entirely sure who I'm doing yet.
Yeah, mainly just because obviously you were thinking of doing one, but it might be a bit not because there is a reason why SunnyCon so called SunnyCon.
Because it's hella hot.
Aye. And it's summer in the middle of England, so yeah.
Want to do it, I'll end up dying, and if I do end up doing that character. So I might go for another character I've been wanting to cosplay who is slightly going to be less warm in.
Yeah.
But wait and see. You'll find out then.
Exactly. Obviously, as we always say, keep up to date with our social medias and our coffee and stuff like that. And
all will be on our coffee. And if you subscribe, you will get into our Discord channel as well.
Yes, where we'll have some fun, even like watch parties and maybe play some games together.
So it'll be great fun. And there's also a question time, so if you have any questions, you can ask them there as well.
Yeah, exactly. We're happy to answer them as long as they're not inappropriate.
So that's our Discord.
Yes. And again, we're on Instagram, mainly Instagram,
YouTube.
Our main YouTube as well, which obviously, of recording on this video, 2 vlogs should be up. So you can check out what the heck we get up to.
That's basically us.
Yes. And again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments.
Yep.
Maybe we'll answer them in the next episode. Who knows?
So it's going to be a good fun.
Anyways, see you guys later. Bye.